Hans Wormhat. This video shouldn't take very long. It's just something that most people will probably be able to relate with and have their own personal examples. And that is trannies, these hidden transgender, not hidden anymore. Praise Jesus for waking us up. But what I've always known is that there's people out there that are just habitual liars for no reason. All sorts of differences in this too, subtle differences. A lot of free martins are like one-uppers. If you come and say a story about how, when I was 12, I broke my arm on an amusement park ride, and it could just be something like that. Not like you're trying to brag or anything, just let's say somebody talks about, I got hurt at the fair, and you're like, one time I broke my arm on an amusement park ride. FTM, one-upper, is going to come in and say, when I was 6 years old, I fell off the top of a Ferris wheel and I hit all the posts on my way down, and they thought I was going to be paralyzed, right? Stuff like this is what trannies do. They'll try to one-up you on everything. And it doesn't even have to be about good things either. If you have some sort of medical thing that you're going through, tranny is going to come up to you and tell you about how what they had was 10 times worse, and how, right? That's just how they operate. And so that's a big way that trannies operate. One-upper. They'll always one-up you with some fake story. Another is just, the definition of habitual liar. They will just lie to you about absolutely everything. In particular, there was this one family that I grew up with, big-time Mason family. Now that I know. And they all were very much habitual liars. The FTM dad is the type that always likes to have a fishtail about everything. Waves are from whales jumping in the ocean. You're just all full of all these little lies like this. And a lot of them were just very disturbing, strange lies. Like, right, this is supposed to be an adult, a dad, somebody's dad, but it's really just some FTM liar. Would make up these stories about, did you hear about the needles that people were putting on they were sticking needles into movie theater seats and infecting the needle with AIDS? What type of pervert, sick, demented mind comes up with that type of lie to tell to children? And their family was full of these lies. They would make up stories about, our dog, a Mexican tried to jump our back fence and our dog bit his arm off, and that's a tranny family making up a bunch of BS. And it's just how they operate. I just have one more. I don't know why this always stuck in my head, because this is just how trannies operate. I remember somebody telling me that, my dad would always make stuff up, like if my little brother would go try to drink my dad's milk, my dad would make up a story about how, if somebody else drinks your milk, it makes your milk warm. It turns your milk warm so it's not cold anymore, right? Lies like that don't make any sense, but they love telling lies like that. And instead of just telling I don't like sharing stuff a lot of the time because it's mine. I got this glass of milk for myself. I don't really particularly want to share it with other people. But if somebody comes up and tries to drink my milk, my child, I'm not going to make up a lie. I'll say, do you want to go get your own milk? I can help you get your own. The way that these trannies act is just insane. And they're liars. They're like their father, the devil. They're just liars. And those are the main examples that I can think of off the top of my head, but I'm sure you guys will have all sorts of people in your life that it's... And so going back to that family again, the Mason family of liars, one of them was my friend, and this is the type of habitual liar that they'll lie to you about what they ate for lunch. Like you could ask them, what'd you have for lunch? And they'd say something like, I grabbed some In-N-Out. And then you go in their car and there's like a McDonald's trash bag from that day. Why would you lie about what you ate for lunch? Totally, totally normal for a tranny in Trannyland to do that, to just lie for no reason. And the last thing that I'll talk about, liars, they also perform psyops on you that are big lies. I personally think that this might be a part of the as above, so below thing. I think some of that might be all of the things that they do at the top of the pyramid, they do at the bottom of the pyramid too. The top of the pyramid runs these grand psyops. Think global war, so dumb. Think things like that. The globe. That's a top of the pyramid psyop against the entire world. Flat Earth is the truth. The fake world wars. It's a giant psyop against everybody. The trannies do day-to-day psyops. I have videos explaining the psyops that my family has performed on me. I know that there's been other psyops in my life performed by trannies. Just events, thinking back to my life, events that made no sense in the moment. And now looking back, oh yeah, they were just doing some sort of weird psyop on me. And so yeah, I mean, that's basically, that's going to be another place where you should have examples in your life of people lying to you. And not in a way, humans, we get indoctrinated into this tranny land where everybody lies and you get used to lying, but it's not something that we like doing. It's something that we learn. It's a learned behavior. Humans value the truth. If you're of Satan, then you value lies. If you're of Jesus Christ, then you're going to value the truth. I'll just end by reading a little bit of this comment. It's kind of related. So they are so extremely obvious online. I was playing a video game in a random squad, and a little boy joked saying that he was a girl. Quote, guy from California with 666 in his name replied, "Don't worry, boy. Here in California, all men are actually girls." And so this kind of goes along with the habitual lying thing, but it's kind of the reverse of that. They'll tell you the truth, but as a joke. That's another one of just their MOs. A lot of times they'll actually tell you the truth. I'm a lesbian trapped in a man's body. That's a free martin telling you the truth right there. I've never said that, and I don't think that real men would ever call themselves a lesbian. Who even came up with that? A lesbian trapped in a man's body? A free martin did. All right. God bless everybody. Hope you enjoy the video.